My name is Camellia Finley, and on April 13th, 2020, I was released by the Federal Bureau of Prisons to Union Station. I was homeless, I had no resources, and I had no one to contact. And from that experience up until this point, this is what led me to Fresh Start. The problem I found was that there was not an effective way to bring awareness to resources for returning citizens. 6 out of 10 in my research all said the same thing. The information was outdated, incorrect, not operational. Two-thirds of returning citizens will return to prison for technical violations or as repeat offenders. And Washington, D.C. spends over $88,000 per year per person incarcerating those individuals, which is on the high end nationally. The solution is Fresh Start, a web accessible information service for returning citizens. It would allow a returning citizen to create an individualized plan. From that plan, they would get identification support, housing services, employment services, and social services. The business model that I use would target Washington, D.C. for right now, but the goal will be to scale to other states and localities in the future. I would partner with various resources and organizations and even partner with government agencies as well. There are two main categories for returning citizen success: access and personalization. And there are five main competitors right now in these fields. You will see that Fresh Start checks off all the boxes. We have direct access through the website. We have direct access through a mobile phone. You can create a profile. There is an individualized plan, and our resources are up to date, where my competitors do not. This is how Fresh Start is set apart from everyone else. In my customer analysis, in my research, I interviewed 7 returning citizens in depth. And from those interviews, there were 4 key findings that was needed for a successful platform. I'm going to show you 2 of these key findings in the Fresh Start website. The first one was accessible. It needed to be accessible on multiple platforms. The second one, it needed to be simple and straightforward to the point. We had to remember the user and where they were in technology. Fresh Start begins with allowing you to get started with your own, creating a profile or signing in from a profile that you've already created. Then you go into housing, which brings us to our third key finding, which is the various levels of support. Individuals come home and some have a ton of support, some have no support. In Fresh Start, you'll see in the housing section, they're able to choose from a multitude of housing to get the stability that they need on this journey. The fourth key finding was discovering their passion, which would even include their career. In Fresh Start, the user has the ability to upload a resume. They have the ability to show the areas of employment they're interested in. They show skills that they may have, and they even have the ability to answer the question what they love to do but haven't had the opportunity to do it. Fresh Start is simple and to the point. And even if you look in the left-hand corner of the screen, the Fresh Start logo, clicking on that will bring you right back to the beginning of the site if the user ever gets stuck. The financial breakdown for Fresh Start is in 2 parts: startup costs and annual operating costs. The startup cost will be about $26,000 a year. That would include the design and build, content, legal, the domain name, and the annual operating costs, which would include maintenance and updates, and any administrative costs, which would be about $23,000. Possible funding can come from DOES's grant, a microloan, crowdfunding, or even partnering with certain agencies such as Morca, CSOSA, other agencies like that, or technology companies that are already operational. Here's what I need to make Fresh Start happen: partnership for resources on site, connecting with area colleges and universities to use their interns to collect research and resources. I need to connect with resources such as technology companies to get fresh starts started. And transparency and communications are obligation, and the $50,000 in funding. I also would need to partner with the government agencies that are already out here for returning citizens. Together, we will change lives. We'll show returning citizens they are human beings and make it possible for them to have a plan that fits their needs directly so that they can walk into success. I would like to thank Georgetown University, all our spectators, possible investors, and supporters for allowing me the opportunity to participate in this pitch. Fresh Start is a clickable prototype. If you would like to see it or know more information about it, you can contact me. My contact information is in the left-hand bottom of this screen. Again, thank you.